Hi, I'm Don Singletary, and welcome to the channel. Here on this channel, we recognize that investors' personal investing has changed. The software is better, it's faster, the data feeds are really very quick, fills in less than a few thousandths of a second. There are new products with higher leverage and more opportunity than there have been in the past. In May of 2019, the thing we do here on this channel, the new Micro Eminis, were formed and issued by the Chicago Merc Exchange. Broke all kinds of records, and over 1 billion of them have been traded. And now it gives personal investors the same opportunities that only the wealthy and institutional funds and professional traders had for years. But now, due to these 1/10 size Micro Eminis, and they're on stock indexes you've heard of, like the S&P500, the NASDAQ100, DJIA, and the Russell 2000. Now, there's more to that, but you need these modern products. They give you more bang for the buck, higher leverage, and there's no pattern day trading rule. That's the rule that says in America, you've got to have a $25,000 account to be able to day trade stocks. And with Apple costing $175 a share now, it is the most popular investment stock in America. It cost about $17,500 just to buy 100 shares of only that one stock. Now, that doesn't get it for the personal investor who set aside some discretionary income. They can trade, day trade I mean, at a little higher risk than normal to try to get a little higher return than normal. I'm not diminishing the risk. This type of trading is not for everyone. Definitely not for everyone. But our channel here, we have a free trade simulation program, 100 free videos, and we'll show you exactly how to get started. In fact, today in this video, I'm going to show you how I traded the S&P 500 for an amount as small as $325. Not that $17,500 you'd need to buy those 100 shares of Apple stock. Now, if this is news to you, stay tuned, because I'm going to show you that live trade and tell you about the things we have available free here on this channel to help you get started right away. You know, it used to be really super expensive to learn how to trade futures. In my book, I think right up in the first chapter, I talk about years ago when I was a school teacher, I had to jump in there and trade at $50 a point. And on my very first futures trade ever with this high leverage, and I'm not being familiar with the software and all the terms and everything, decided I would take the plunge. And I lost over $500. Back then, that was a week's pay in about a minute on there. And I could not click the mouse fast enough to get out of that trade. And still, to this day, I have no idea how that happened. But it's a frightening thing to do that. Now, with these, we can trade for 50 cents, $2, and $5 a point. It's like playing penny poker while you learn, and you'll see the trades here on the channel are going to be pretty small ones, and that's deliberate. It's deliberate. Everybody knows how to multiply. These contracts, these Micro Eminis, are 1/10 the size of the regular contracts, so it gives you a chance to put the training wheels on and give it a try. Find out if it's for you without having to ante up and perhaps lose big bucks. And today on the Trade of the Week, or our featured Trade of the Week, as I like to call it, I'm going to be trading the S&P 500 Micro Emini. You can see the candlesticks are all 5 minutes wide. Now, this is the standard setup I use to trade all four of the Micro Eminis. It doesn't change, and you'll be able to see it. I'll be zooming in on the chart and talking you through the trade. Not every channel does it that way, but I think back to my experience years ago, and I have great empathy for people who are trying to learn how to trade futures. It can be very tricky at first. You don't know the software and all the terms involved and everything. By the way, check the book link below, because I wrote a book. It's not a large book at all. It's 110 pages, but it has nothing but the basics in a very logical order, like building blocks, and it's a fast and easy way to learn to trade futures, is what I'm saying. And the only thing we traded there is the Micro Eminis, as is the same here on the channel. Now, on this particular day, I look at the MACD in the lower pane there. That's my trade signal indicator. The 5-minute candlesticks are in the top pane, and I'm trading the S&P 500 Micro Emini. Now, I'm trying really hard to make this easy. What you see up there is where everything is on the screen. Not just now, but every day, every video, it's all the same. That way you learn quicker. We got the watch list, the chart, and the trade signal indicator. And of course, the quotes are located at two places on the screen, right there and right there. Now, nobody expects you to remember all this for the first time. Opening a bracket order now, it's a particular kind of order where we can put in the entry price, stop price, and the target price all at one time. It's very easy. There's a broker OCO link in the text below the video to show you how to do it. And you can slow that down and try it a few times yourself. I'm putting in the stop loss right now. I may enter the trade over there in the white square at 43.35, give or take a little bit. And I'm putting a stop loss order, a stop market order, actually. If that price, 43.40, is hit, I'm going to change it right now. If 43.33 is hit, it becomes a market order and exits you from the trade so you don't lose any more money. Thereby the name is called stop loss sometimes. And to close at a profit, that's simply another way to say the target price over there. So I'm playing with the figures here. This is a live chart of a live trade. It's trading about 43.32, 43.31 right now. And there you go, 43.30.75, and I put in my target down there at 43.21, and my stop loss up at 43.35. And then I hit the orange box in the bottom, send, and you get a chance to review the trade one more time there before you send it off. And now I am in the trade. It's that easy, and we're underway. You can see the market opened at 9:30, and for a little over 2 hours, all the way to 11:41. The blue arrows there, you see the market's headed down. And then look at the MACD on the bottom. The green goes below the red right there. That indicates a sharp turn downwards, and that's the moment at 11:41, but I chose to short the one contract. So I'm trading at $5 a point there. You see my stop order, 43.35. I sold at 43.28 3/4, and my target price down there is 43.21. Now my stop at 43.35 at the moment, that's about $31.25 stop. So I take my Tastyworks mouse and move that stop down a little bit to 42.32.50, which is 4 1/4 points, which is $21.25 for my stop loss now. That's my worst case scenario on the trade. I'm trading down at 43.28 1/4. And that means I'm only down about $5 on the trade right now, which is virtually nothing. I would call that unchanged, basically. And we'll see what happens here. See if that MACD gave me the right signal indicator to make a little bit on the downside here. I traded at 43.30 there, which is 1 1/4 points down. So that's like $6.25 has been my worst drawdown so far, which is basically nothing. But I'm in trade for about 2 minutes now, a little under 2 minutes actually. And what you're trying to do on this thing, I'm trying to get a downturn in the price, and I use my MACD to identify that point. And like a surfer who hops on a wave for a short time and rides it, that momentum of the wave, that's what I'm trying to do with the downward momentum at the price swing at this time. Of course, it's been 2 minutes, and it's just kind of stalled out doing nothing there, but that's not bad news, not at all. You see, if I'm out walking in the city and I'm headed downtown, I don't grab the back of a bus that's going uptown. In other words, I'm trying to say, go with the flow here. And the flow right now, the momentum is down, and that's why I shorted the contract at that particular time. All I need is for it to swing down just a few points, and I'm ready to move my stop order and take some profit from this trade if I get the opportunity, and we'll see. So with my stop up there, about $20 away, I've got a $20 bet on the table here, and the momentum's kind of stalled out right now, but I'm not down but $5 or $6, and so it's perfectly manageable, I would say, at this time. And if you want to look at the height of the candlestick since 9:30, They're pretty short now, little stubby red candles right there. And that's typical of midday trading. The volatility is usually goes very lull during the lunch hours, say 11 to 1 o'clock. You can't take that time to the bank or anything. It's just a generalization. It's not unusual for the market to be very low volatility during this time of the day. Those times are Eastern, by the way. I started to say I'm going to withdraw the audio here, which I am going to do in a moment, and you can see what you would do. But actually, right now there's really nothing to do. I'm a point away from being stopped out. The thing is stalled, and I can't really tell what's going to happen next. And I'll be right back and talk to you again in a moment, so stand by. Okay, I'm almost 6 minutes into the trade here. I'm going to take a look. You realize I'm zoomed in. I see the whole screen in my computer now, but for the video, so you can read the numbers there, I zoom in on it. I'm going to back off here and take a look at the MACD. Okay, I'm trading about $5 down. MACD looks fine. Green line still going farther down from the red line. That distance is diverging or getting wider, as we say. And that means we should have some more down momentum in the trade. At least it's not up, or I would consider just getting out of the trade. And remember, you can do that any time. You don't have to wait for a trade that's going nowhere to back up over your stop and cost you $20. If it's not doing anything and you've been waiting and waiting and the MACD is not remaining in your favor, as this one is at this particular moment, then why stay in the trade and wait for it to stop you out at $10 or $15 or $20? Don't waste the money. Let's get the hell out of the trade. Go find something else. Find another fishing hole is what I'm saying. And we're still $5 up, 6 minutes into the trade. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. We're trading 43.23 at the moment. 43.2175. That's we're up $35 in the trade right now. I've taken the mouse and moved the stop down to 43.28. Of course, you saw that. And now I've got to take some money out of this trade, or I may not get any if I procrastinate too long. I'm moving the stop down again now, and we're trading 43.24, and I dropped the stop right in there at 43.25, just 1 point away. There you go, stopped out at 43.25. I can't believe that trade only lasted 8 minutes. It seemed like 30 or 45 minutes to me. Maybe I just had an impatient day. Profit $18.75. For a few seconds, I was $35 up in the trade, but I wasn't quick enough to get it, I guess. The maximum drawdown at about $20. Be sure and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the new videos we post each week. Well, it was an interesting trade this week. I need your help. If you'd like to see more live trade videos, maybe like the one you saw today, hit the like button. It's kind of a vote, and it helps me pick out the subjects to make in future videos, and I sure do want to help. The thousands of people who have purchased and read my book that's an introduction to futures trading. Even if you know nothing at all about it, this is the book. It's a starting place to make learning faster and easier. Your consideration is really appreciated. Thank you. That book will only set you back about the price of a large pepperoni pie. And I would hope you would get many times that return back. No guarantees, but I do my best. And thanks for being along today. One more thing, be sure and look for the links below the video. There's that link to the bracket OCO order. There's a free beginners trading playlist, a free trade simulation program, and a whole bunch of other things down there. And I don't want you to miss them. Look for the text underneath the video. I'm Don Singletary. Thank you for being along today, and I hope every day is a payday for you. Thank you.